Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey. So Carl from Jefe sent us over these cool custom amp mount plates that he makes, and they're for stacking amplifiers in the tour pack. The reason I like these plates is we do a lot of custom fabrication here, but there's a lot of shops that can't. So if you don't know how to fabricate or you don't have access to the materials, then you have to either Velcro the amplifiers together. There's no really good, solid, reliable way to put more than one amplifier in the tour pack. So we like to do like the Evo X 3000 or 1600. We could do it on either the back wall of the tour pack, or we could lay it on the floor and then stack it. So we normally use Lexan. We'll drill it, tap it to create a spacer between the two amplifiers. So now that requires fabrication and it requires time. So now with these amp plates, you could literally just screw them together and it has an almost infinite combination. So if you check out Carl's page, you'll see he just did a tour pack with 8s in the lids. That's where it gets really tricky. If you're doing like the Avant Black tour pack lid, or there's a couple out there where it has the 2H in the tour pack lid, the issue is when you try and mount the amplifier in the tour pack, then the amplifier has to stay in between the two magnets of the 8s, so it becomes a pain in the ass trying to figure out and align it. With this, you can bolt the amplifiers together. You could do, let's say, a 3000 on the bottom and 1200 on the top. You could bolt the whole thing together. Then before you wire it, you can position it, open and close the lid, make sure it clears the magnet, it doesn't hit, and then scribe, mount the mounting points, and bolt it down. It saves hours on installation time. It's a very simple design. It's not expensive. It's completely modular, and you can adjust it in or out. So I was just testing it. I was able to stack a Sound Digital Evo X2 1000.1 and an 800.4 on top of it. It takes almost no space in the tour pack because you're talking about this much height and this much width for two amplifiers. So you lose maybe 25% of the tour pack space in a chopped tour pack, and it just makes the install super neat and clean. Here, check it out. Look at what the brackets look like. So Carl's still trying to figure out material cost, but it's going to be between $160 and $200 for the set. This is what they look like. Made out of aluminum, so they're super lightweight, super strong. So they can be configured really, really tight or really wide. So here I have the 1000. So I made it the same width as the amplifier. Then I'm actually going to modify these. I'm going to cut the ends off so I can get them to butt against each other since we're using smaller amps. But if you're using longer amps, it spreads apart like that. So you can get a real compact. So we have two 1000s stacked on top of each other, and it's really compact, really tight, really good looking setup. So it's two 1000s. You have just enough space to run the wires underneath for both the top and the bottom amplifiers. So I'm going in the back and show you a couple different configurations. So here we have two Sound Digital 800s on the bottom and a 3000.1 on the top. So you can do multiple configurations, and then even with this amount of power stacked up, you could still fit the lid back on. This is a chopped tour pack, so it's the most popular tour pack for Harleys. No issue. Pick it back up. So that's a 3000.1 and two 800.4s. There you have a 2400 and a 3000. Cicada 2000. Or you could do a 1200 and a 3000. 2404, 3000.1. No fabrication.